Good afternoon. I am excited about today's press conference for several reasons. First off, I'm excited to welcome several of the members of the Mayor's Youth Advisory Council that are here today. Welcome, guys. Also, I'm looking forward to sharing some immediate opportunities that young people have to get involved and stay busy during the upcoming spring break. Spring break is coming up, so we want to make sure that the community, parents, young people are aware of the opportunities that are here. And we're meeting here later. Now, usually when I have these conferences, we do them earlier in the day, but these folks got to go to school. That's their primary job, right? So we're doing this later in the afternoon to make sure that we can accommodate our students, which is so very important because their most important job is school, and all these great young people make sure they attend school on a regular basis. In a second, you're going to hear from Heaven Vega, spokesperson for the Youth Voice One Vision and the Mayor's Youth Advisory Council. And then we'll hear from Tremain Harris, who is the coordinator of many youth leadership groups here at the city. I also want to welcome Commissioner Shirley Green, who is my commissioner of the Department of Recreation and Human Services for the city of Rochester, and she's here, as I said before, with many of our members of the Youth Voice One Vision group. I've called this group together today because I think it's important to take a moment to celebrate what young leaders are doing in and for Rochester. With everything that's going on, it is too easy for us to fixate on the negative. Our daily news cycle only draws attention often to the bad things that happen or the people who are making bad decisions. Today, I want to make sure that we spend just as much time and that we take a moment to celebrate the good, particularly the good being done by these talented young people that are in our community. And there's many of them. These are just a representative of many of the young people in our community that are doing great things. You may know that when I was in high school, long time ago, I helped start the beginnings of Youth Voice One Vision, the Mayor's Youth Advisory Council. Through that experience, through internships here at City Hall, I had the opportunity to work with Bill Johnson in his administration. I spent a lot of time at Flint Street Rec Center. I worked at Flint Street Rec Center. I worked at Genesee Valley Pool. I was at Edgerton Rec Center. I was a part of the Youth Participation Project. I know what good youth jobs and youth employment can do for young people. And I want these young people and the young people in the community to have those exact same opportunities. These experiences set the foundation for my future, for my career, and more importantly, for my continued commitment to the city of Rochester. And I hope that these young people, regardless of where they go in their careers or in their lives, that they will have that same commitment for Rochester. So today we're here taking a moment to recognize the efforts of many young people who are engaged at one of the city's 10 R centers and who are stepping up to do good work and encourage other young people to get involved. So what I'd like to do is invite Tremain Harris to the mic to share more about Youth Voice One Vision and to introduce the Youth Voice One Vision, or as we say, YVOV, current spokesperson, Heaven. So, Tremain?
Thank you, Mayor Evans, and good afternoon. My name is Tremain Harris, and I oversee several leadership programs in the city's Department of Recreation and Human Services. Youth Voice One Vision, the Mayor Youth Advisory Council, is a leadership group of youth, 22 youth in high school, here in the city of Rochester. The group's mission is to connect, train Rochester's youth leaders in city governance, adult advisors, community stakeholders, and to inform and impact city policies related to youth. I also oversee the Mayor's Youth Academy, which is an internship program placing youth in meaningful positions in the city departments. It's a privilege to work with and work alongside some of the most dedicated, talented, and resilient youth here in Rochester. And as you can see, they're right behind me. I would like to thank Mayor Evans and Commissioner Green, who has given us this opportunity to celebrate some of the amazing things that the youth are doing. And here in Rochester and to encourage more youth to get involved. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing one of those youth leaders who shall give you more information on those topics. The spokesperson for the Mayor's Youth Advisory Council, Heaven Vega.
Hi, my name is Heaven Vega. I'm 16 years old, and I'm a junior at School Without Walls. Currently, I'm a part of the executive board on the executive committee as the spokesperson for YVOV, or Youth Voice One Vision. For those of you who don't know, that is the Mayor's Youth Advisory Council. YVOV is a group of young people who represent the voice and issues of the youth in Rochester. Our mission is to work together to create opportunities, events, activities, and efforts to inspire our community in a positive way. YVOV is dedicated to connecting, training, and advising at Rochester's youth leaders, city governance, adult advisors, mentors, and community stakeholders. The overall vision is to establish a diverse membership of youth who can provide expertise in various fields and inform and impact policies related to youth issues. In addition, we have our YVOV leadership groups in various R centers. These groups consist of youth who plan service learning projects and govern over their R centers. Those leadership groups create the pipeline for those youth to eventually join the executive board on one of the committees, either the executive, community engagement, or public safety. Tremain Harris is the essence of YVOV. He helps us to bring out the leaders inside of us and pushes us to be our best while challenging us, and he inspires us all. Now, I bet you're wondering how I became a part of YVOV. Let me give you some background. I started out during the pandemic in August 2021 on the Public Safety Committee. When I first joined, I was very shy and nervous. I was 14 and a freshman attending Zoom. It was hard. I remember Tremain calling and asking if I was available to attend a last-minute leadership summit, and I said yes. I didn't know what to expect. On the first day of the summit, I walked in and I sat at the table with a handful of other YVOV members. We all introduced ourselves and became familiars with each other. There wasn't any tension or any bad energy. I became friends with a few of those people, and to this day, I still have those bonds. That summit not only enhanced my networking skills, it also enhanced my knowledge on leadership. As I listened to the speakers, I took notes on anything intriguing that clicked in my mind or anything that sparked any ideas. As you can see, I was off to a good start. What really caught my attention, though, and made me come to love YVOV was when I attended our first committee meeting. I saw how everyone acted with each other, and it felt like we were all one big family. I just got a great sense of community from that, and you don't see that often. After these two events, I knew I would love it, and we all became a family. YVOV became one of my safe spaces. I acquired new skills, as well as improving on ones I already had. I learned how to speak fluently in public and feel confident in my words. I learned when to step up and when to step down, and overall, I've grown as a person. I went from being quiet and having no voice to being the current spokesperson of YVOV. In my experience, being a part of YVOV, we have fun. We talk about our highs and our lows of the weeks, and we tackle the problems that we as youth and as a city face. I love it because there aren't many opportunities where you're comfortable enough or even allowed to have a seat at the big table and get a say in what goes on. As I said before, I used to be a shy and fragile kid who was too afraid to speak up for what I believed in. I always found myself wanting to speak up, but never having the courage to do it. As I worked with YVOV, I grew more and more as a leader. I'm not the same little kid with big dreams. Instead, I'm the young adult who's turning those dreams into a reality. The truth is, I would not have made it to where I am or even been on this path without YVOV and Tremain nudging me in the right direction. YVOV has connected and opened me up to many opportunities that I've benefited from. For example, I was able to work for the New York State Assemblyman Damon Meeks, where I entered through the Summer of Opportunity program last summer. I'm on the National League of Cities Youth Education and Families Council, where I am the youth representative from Rochester, and I have been reappointed to serve another year. This opportunity allowed me to plan multiple summits, including the Kansas City Summit last year, as well as the conference coming up this weekend. At this year's conference, I will help lead the Congressional City Conference during the youth activities. I share all of this with you to encourage our city's young people to take advantage of the opportunities that are in front of you. I have, and not only has YVOV paved the way for me, but it has also given a lot of opportunities to others. I'd like to recognize Jalen Payat Ramos, who was secretary for YVOV for 2 years and president for 3, and who now holds the position of assistant YVOV coordinator. We also have Yasir Smith over there, who was vice president for YVOV and is now a senior recreation assistant who helps the mayor's youth academy youth. Finally, where is he? Over here, yes. Calvin Holloway, who was in the mayor's youth academy, is now the recreations assistant and assists with YVOV and MYA programs. Positive adult relationships are crucial for our youth and help create opportunities for our future. Now that you've had an overview of YVOV, or Youth Voice One Vision, let's talk about the opportunities within the city of Rochester and how these programs not only influenced, but paved the way for many students. In the Mayor's Youth Academy, youth ages 14 through 18 go through intensive skills training and development with Yasir Smith. These students receive information on public speaking, Microsoft skills, professionalism, and more. After intensive training during the full school year, they are placed in various departments within the city that fit their career development plans and profiles. Students are working across the Department of Recreation and Human Services, Rochester Police Department, and Human Resources Department, just to name a few. Another opportunity that's coming up next week is Biz Kids, a week-long summer camp where kids learn about entrepreneurship, how to start a business, budgeting, and setting financial and personal goals. That is held every winter break, spring break, and also during the summer. Sign-ups are still open for Biz Kids program over spring break if you're interested. So check out the city's website for more information. SOAR, which stands for Sexuality Outreach, Advocacy, and Resources, also offers opportunities for youth to get involved. SOAR youth leaders build leadership skills, plan community events, receive training, advise adult committees, and advocate for youth rights and services. Their goal is to reduce the rates of STIs and unplanned pregnancy in the city of Rochester. And if you're interested, again, all you have to do is go to the city's website and sign up. There are also many opportunities for elementary and middle school students to get involved as well. For instance, Our STARS is an open recreation after-school program for youth 5 to 12 to participate in a variety of recreational activities. Sign-ups are still available for the swing programs. This coming weekend, on Saturday, March 25th, the city's My Brother's Keepers program is holding its first Peace Summit at MCC's downtown campus. Many of the city's youth will be there, engaging with other young people and adults to identify how we can help increase a sense of safety in our neighborhoods. We welcome others to join. Another deadline that's quickly approaching: if you are a youth and you are looking for a job this summer, we are still accepting applications for the Summer of Opportunity Program. However, the deadline to apply is March 31st, so you will have to get that in. Finally, Young People Advancing Forward is a group dedicated to empowering young people through promoting healthy relationships and cultivating leadership. By the way, did I mention all of these programs are free? These programs were built for us, and not only do they provide us with fun things to do and trips, they add to our resumes and our character overall. There are so many opportunities for us youth. We just have to know where to look and have the support from caring adults. As you can see, we have the programs, we just need the youth. We need the youth, we need the parents, we need the teachers, the mentors, and we need to start connecting. We need these positive youth-adult relationships to help our youth be more successful. Thank you for this opportunity to speak and share some information about youth excellence.
Great job. Great job, Heaven. I mean, she ran the press conference. You see that? All that information that's out there, make sure that you put it out. Stick with it, Heaven. You make a great spokesperson. She's busy. She's doing the right thing. You heard her talk about opportunities for jobs, opportunities for leadership development from the young to the teenage years, and that is so very important. And as Heaven noted, there are a lot of opportunities right now for young people to get involved. And again, the Summer of Opportunity Program is accepting application again for summer employment for just 2 more weeks. So if the media can please put out that we want to get as many people as possible to apply for the summer jobs for our young people for the next 2 weeks. Let's get that in before March 31st. I've said it before, and I want every single young person who wants a job to be able to get one. So employers, please let us know if you have positions that would help you set up a young person for success. Again, get your applications in by March 31st. The city's website, as Heaven mentioned, cityofrochester.gov/SOOP, which means Summer of Opportunity. And as Heaven noted, the next BizKit camp will be held April 3rd through the 7th, kids 10 through 8, and it is free for Rochester residents. We need to get our young people thinking about business and entrepreneurship. And information on the BizKit is posted on the city's website. The communications department is sharing a fact sheet with details of the programs we talked about today that all in the media should have, so please push those out to the broader community. With all that we have going on, every young person in the city of Rochester should be tired by the end of every day during spring break and all summer long. I want them coming home after a productive day. We know that if these young people are involved in positive activities, they don't have time to get in trouble. Heaven doesn't have time to get in trouble. She's on a plane going to National League of Cities, and she's probably working, and she's got school, so that is keeping her out of trouble. That is keeping her productive, and that is what we want all of our young people to do. But more importantly, they're learning valuable skills that will stick with them for a lifetime, all while having fun. You guys have a lot of fun? Yeah. They have a good time, and we want our young people to know that that is part of it, that it's not just all work. They're having fun while also learning, but more importantly, building a strong future for themselves. So I want to thank you all for sharing, for getting the word out about these wonderful youth and the important opportunities and powerful programs that are available. Again, I want to thank Speedy, Tremain Harris. His nickname is Speedy. I've known him forever, and we've always called him Speedy, but Tremain Harris, we want to thank him for his leadership in the commission, in our Commissioner Green. Now, you just hired a new person. Isaac, is he here? Isaac Bliss, our new, welcome aboard, welcome to the city back again. We're going to put you to work even more already, but we have a great foundation here that we're going to continue to grow on. So thank you, everyone, for coming here today. And then last plug is the Rock My Brother's Keeper Peace Summit this Saturday. This Saturday, Monroe Community College, 321 State Street, 10 a.m. to 2:30. We know that when we talk about young people, we need to have young people talk about it. This is their summit. This is the Young People Summit. I'm coming as a guest, but they're running it. Because if you're going to move young people you got to move young people from mere participants to decision makers. And in order for them to be able to become decision makers, they have to be able to get and learn leadership at an early age. And Heaven and all of the YVOV young people have demonstrated that today. So with that, we will take any questions that you may have. If I can't answer them, Ms. Vega, she's a spokesperson. She will be able to answer any questions that you may have. Does anybody have any questions? Rocky B's in the house. Raquel's in the house. I don't know if you have any questions, Raquel?
Question. How much of this was influenced by these crimes that are happening with these youth, the Kia boys, the crash and dash?
Yeah.
How much of this was influenced by that? I know the spring recess hours, they're changing. Yeah. Was that influenced by this at all?
It wasn't influenced by that because we've always been having these programs for young people. But what we do want to do is make sure that we amplify that people know what's out there. Because with so much going on, it's very easy to forget that we've enhanced and expanded a lot of these programs, and particularly that we have this great youth Voice One Vision program that is open to any young people, right, Ms. Vega, is open to anybody. So we want to get the word out because these young people don't have time to get involved in smash or grabs or negative behavior because they're involved and they're busy. And we want to say to other young people that might be thinking about being bored at home, all alone on their phone, looking at TikTok videos, instead of being on Facebook, although a lot of these young people aren't on Facebook anymore, that's old school, we want you to come meet people face to face. Get off Facebook, get off Twitter, get off TikTok, and come hang out with YVOV. Go hang out with Biz Kids. There's such a lot of great opportunity to connect with people face to face. So we want to make sure that particularly during spring break and during the summer that people know that these opportunities exist. So that kind of facilitated that.
And what about the parents? Because a lot of the parents probably won't push their kids to do this. What would you say to those parents?
I would say to the parents, if you want a great program for your kid, for your child, if you want a great program that's going to keep them out of trouble, get them in one of our recreation programs, recreation youth programs, right? Heaven, maybe you can answer this. What does your mom or dad, your parents think about you being involved in?
Well, my mom actually, she signed off on me coming here. She likes that I'm more involved with my community, and I can say she is proud of me, I think any parent should be open to their kid becoming a leader for their community, the city. I think it's just great to improve on yourself, and that's what YVOV has taught me. So.
Great, thank you. Okay, anything else from anyone? Thank you very much. If you can please spread the word. Peace Summit this weekend, and then all the other great events that we have. I believe Ms. Pierce handed out the documents. But again, I want to thank Heaven, all the YVOV members, Tremain and Dr. Green, Tremain Harris and Dr. Green, and everyone for being here. Thank you for helping us get the word out, and have a great, great rest of the day. Thank you, everybody.